We have all heard the term, walk by faith, not by sight. But what does it really mean? Most of us think that walking by faith is following the guidance of the higher power and continuing down the path of your life toward an end goal. And as correct as that is, there are other obstacles you will face when going down the path chosen by God. First and foremost, walking by faith is not an easy task. To continue down a path where you can barely see a few feet in front of you, but must continue no matter the circumstances, can be very nerve-wracking. Some people don't make it to the end because they are too trapped by fear and that it overpowers their faith in God. When those give up, that was an opportunity lost. If more people understood what they are getting themselves into and what to expect when having to walk by faith, then they will know how to brace the path with strength and wisdom. I am here to help you find that strength within yourself and help you to gain the wisdom needed to tackle this phase of your life. If you are currently in it right now, or if you will experience this sometime in the future, you will know how to handle it. Now, here are 7 lessons to be learned when walking by faith. Number 1, it takes real commitment. When you choose the path chosen by God, it is an all or nothing type of deal. There are no shortcuts. There are no curves. Once entered, you must follow through until the very end. There's no turning back because it got difficult. Once you are in too deep, you have come too far to go backwards. You'll be better off finishing than quitting. Once you start, there's no stopping until you have reached your end goal that God has designed for you. Number 2, trust God over everyone else. We must remember to keep in mind that you are on this path for a reason and that every single step is divinely guided. Even if you can't see the next step going up the stairs, you know that it is there, as God is leading you toward Him. In times like this, family members or friends may offer you advice because they believe they know what is best for you, when in reality, what God has in store for you is what's best for you. Walk confidently down your path and stay focused on moving forward. Number 3, only you will see your vision. This next point here is a big one. You will be the one that truly believes in your vision because you see it. The reason family members have a hard time believing in what we desire is because they simply cannot see the same vision that we see for ourselves. And that is okay, though, because it isn't for others to see anyway. As long as you know where you are headed, you are fine, and you will get to your destination. Do not feel the need to force your family to see your vision if they haven't already. You lose your energy that way. Number 4, people will judge you. These can be family, friends, colleagues, or associates, and they can expose their own ignorance when addressing your situation. While walking by faith down a new path, you are doing something different. You are escaping the norm. This directly sets you apart from others, and people tend to misjudge those that are different. When you walk down a new road than the people that came before you, they will look at you as if you are wrong for choosing the path you chose. People with a fixed mindset will think there is only one way to success, and that it is their way. They are so one-track minded that they don't understand that taking a path less traveled by can take you to destinations you never even thought of. People often judge what they don't understand. Number 5, ignore the naysayers. Another big point here. Be sure to block out the noise. Listening to the wrong people can mess you up, detour you, or throw you off your balance. Think of those voices in the movie Bird Box. Those voices sounded familiar, but if you listen to them, you will be led to your own demise. The only voice you need to listen to is your own and God's. Number 6, it teaches you great patience. Walking by faith means being uncomfortable with the uncertainty. Situations change when they are meant to change. But there comes frustration and stagnation. The truth is that we are not stagnant, but we are just being prepared for what is next to come. Time can fly by, and there could be little to no results. And while it may be easier to fall into despair, we must remember that rejection is God's protection. And detours and delays are not a denial. And that everything happens for a reason, and that everything serves God's purpose. The longer we wait, the better the outcome. As we remain patient, we must keep in mind that in due time, things will work out for us. This teaches us to go with the flow. Number 7, God's ultimate test of trust. God says to us, "Do you trust me, my child?" Faith and lack of trust cannot exist together. In order to remain faithful, we must trust in God. And in order to keep trusting in God, we must have faith. This journey is meant to test your faith. So when you are rewarded for all of your hard work, the spirit is humble and deserving because you know that you earned everything that you just were gifted with. The relationship that you have with God will grow stronger because no matter what has been thrown at you and no matter what you have had to deal with, you know that this is all happening for you and not to you. Walking by faith is understanding that God makes no mistakes and that everything happens for a reason. Although it is difficult to sometimes have to walk alone, but remember that you are never alone, for God is with you, always watching over you and guiding you. God loves you so much. Ashe.